gonna do it. We're about to start. All right, aloha family. This your boy Crypto Roots. Sorry if the connection's slow. I'm all the way on the beach in Mexico, and this is the best internet I can get. So we just gonna work with it because I'm here to just kind of spit as much crypto game as I possibly can. So afterwards, we're gonna do a Q&A, questions and answers. Ask me anything about crypto and programming. You know, if you burn weed, you know, take out your weed, but also take out your notes, your pen and your pad, because I don't come on the platform unless I'm trying to give value or share value with you as well. Am I good coming through?
I'm just saying what I just saw, like
yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, YouTube will work it out. Okay. All right. So we're gonna wait a little bit for people to get in the chat, and we're gonna do some. If you need a crypto miner set up, if you want a crypto miner set up on your laptop or your regular computer, I can help assist you. I can teach you, or I can just set it up myself from my computer with your permission. So, oh, I appreciate it. Yo, what up, Wagner? I appreciate it. Thank you for showing up. Nah, I'm just myself, you know. Obviously, Bob Marley was an influence, but still, you know, I be doing my own thing. And definitely. So, if you need a miner, I got you. Email me. All right, my crypto courses are all on sale. I got five courses. Six courses. It's over 10 hours. Over 10 hours of exclusive game. That's not on YouTube, or you won't really be able to even understand it if it's on YouTube. So I compiled the information and put it in a format where hopefully it's easier to understand. So over 10 hours of crypto game, only for $100. Hit me up. You'll get the private YouTube link to watch it privately. Hit me up for the mentorship. I've mentored over 25 people, and you know what I'm saying, I just perfect the curriculum. I'm getting more. I'm seeing the results. I know where to start, where to begin, and based on your personality, your lifestyle, your budget, whatever, I'll do the best I can to work with you. I got crypto kitties for sale. If you want to start hustling crypto kitties, I got a whole litter of kitties. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll sell 2 pairs, so I'll sell you 2 kitties. I mean, 1 pair of kitty, 2 kitties, so you can start breeding and start selling and experimenting. And it's a big community. It's a multi-million-dollar dApp. They have breeding communities. They have breeding discords where breeders meet together and buy and sell cats. Like, you know, do you know about email developer career? Dorian Wright, I do not know about email developer career. Let me know what you mean by that, if you can be more clear. Wagner, can you make money mining crypto? That is the act of making money, is mining the crypto. So that's what you're doing. You can lose money mining crypto depending on the costs it takes to mine the crypto. So that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But yes, when you're actually mining crypto, you're making the money. When you actually mine or find a block or contribute to finding a block, you receive a reward, and that is the form of money. What else? Patreon, hit me up on the Patreon. It's only $5 a month. It's called the Passive Cryptopreneur, where you just kind of want to learn crypto. You're not really into computers. You're not really you don't got a lot of time. You don't got but like you kind of still want to get some game on the side. Hit me, sign up for Patreon. It's only $5 a month, and I do 1 crypto class a month, and you get 2 weeks of study material. So every other week, you get at least 3 or 4 articles, maybe a video or 2, for you to kind of study on your own time. And that'll kind of keep you up to date with what's going on. And you know, I do all the work, and I select the articles that I feel based on your level of understanding and experience. I kind of specify the articles specifically, I guess, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So there's ways to hustle with crypto roots. You can sell my courses and get a percentage. I do referrals on my mentorships. I do $10 in Bitcoin for every person you refer to me that actually pays for the mentorship. You know, so there's all, I'm in this game to hustle, and it's fun learning about new things and making money at the same time. So that's why I got into this game. You know, it's ultimately to make a profit. Yo, Duke King, I appreciate you for showing up. I want to make this clear. I don't talk about price speculation. I really don't talk about what coins to buy or what coins to, because that kind of comes with the cultish kind of mentality. And when you're holding coins and that's all you do is like hodl or hold, you're not really participating in the market. And you're really, it's not up to you whether your coins go up or go down, because you're not buying and selling, because that's what makes coins go up or go down. So if you buy something, hold, and be like, yo, this is the next coin, this is the next coin, this is the next coin. Well, you don't know, because you're not participating in the market. You're waiting on everybody else to do things to bring up the value. And that's not a good strategy as far, so it's all about active trading. And if you're an active trader, you can make profit no matter what the coin. So you got to kind of decide. That's a whole nother topic, but I really don't talk about my portfolio like that. Other YouTubers do. Like, I like Bitcoin, you know, and I like Ethereum, and I'll bring out the purpose of the coins, but the fundamentals and how you can use them, and that's why they're valuable. Regardless of the price, it's, you know, and the price determines that as well. It ties into that. So I don't talk about my crypto portfolio, and I'm not here to really shill any coins. I'm here to break down the fundamentals of it, how it all works. But I will share some opinions every now and then. Yeah, I understand. I know what you mean. I got different coins, but I just don't like to spend the time talking about my coins, because that doesn't really teach anybody about anything. But I get what you mean. Just on my channel, I don't really talk about portfolio holdings and stuff, because it, you know, all types, because it changes, and you know, I don't feel as much value in telling you guys that. All right, so looks like people are showing up in the chat. All right. So now we got the advertisements out of the way. Oh yeah, by the way, you can donate to Cash App, Crypto Roots. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I can't monetize my channels with ads or any of that stuff, especially because of the Brother Polite videos. So, and I feel those videos are very, they capture the integrity of who I am and what my channel is. And it means too deep for me to just delete the Polite videos just for some ad revenue, you know? So I have to take that and just understand that, like I really can't monetize my channel the way I thought I would. So I'm just still gonna have to keep hustling. But donations are appreciated on Cash App or Patreon or PayPal or Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'm not gonna be pushing that. I just wanted to get that out of the way. I can't monetize the channel because of the videos I have that were on Polite's channel. So I'm just being honest with you guys about that. All right. So what's got me so excited? Why would I take the time to do a live stream? I don't do many live streams. And am I coming through good? All right, cool. I don't do many live streams, but I'm excited to talk about this. Yo, Wagner, I really appreciate that, brother. I really appreciate that. That's the reason I started this channel. That's the reason I got into this, just to encourage my brothers and sisters to just be more proactive about learning and applying technology. Like, it's there for the taking. We're not used to it. We don't see, like, I try to be like, this shit cool, I'm gonna make this shit swag. You still can be a computer guy, but still be a cool dude and smoke weed and be in nature, like, you know. And I encourage everybody to at least learn a programming language, because just at a certain point, the only jobs left are going to be the people coding the jobs, the people that are telling the machines what to do. Like, I know it sounds like some sci-fi shit, but like after a while, like there's only going to really be like coding jobs, like, because all the other jobs will be automated in one way or another. That's that's a theory. But yes, I appreciate it. You showing me love, and continue on your journey of being a programmer. Python and JavaScript is really all you need to really go hard in this game. Okay, so let's talk about it. Talk about flash loans. What the fuck is a flash loan? I'm gonna say it again. What is a flash loan, Crypto Roots? All right. And this I'm still wrapping my head around this concept, okay? I'm still wrapping my head around this. So I understand blockchain, I understand crypto, I understand programming, but Crypto Roots is struggling to really understand or grasp a flash loan. I get it, and I'm just starting. I'm excited because I'm like, it's like finding out about blockchain for the first time, or what it really is. It's like the best case use scenario of blockchain that has nothing to do with anything we've known before, and I'm gonna break that down. So decentralized finance, DeFi, D, capital D, small e, capital F, small I, DeFi. What does DeFi stand for? DeFi stands for decentralized finance, okay? Decentralized finance. What is decentralized finance? You heard of the stock market, you heard of derivatives, you've heard of interest rates on loans, collateralized debt positions, bonds, IPOs, initial public offerings. So that's what we consider traditional finance, okay? And if you kind of come from the background I come from, that just seems kind of like so far out of our real understanding. All we, just assuming that most of us, when it comes to investing in stocks, we just use Robinhood or Acorns. I think that's the app, or but that's still recently new, as far as that being broken down and investing in ETFs, exchange traded funds. So for the demographic that I'm kind of talking to, we're still relatively new to investing and still relatively new to like traditional finance and forex markets. All right, so not a lot of people can really grasp that information and actually do well on it. And even the people who have a lot of money that are actually involved in the stock markets and loans and even the fees, the broker fees, the banking fees, the transfer fees, the wire fees, and the exchange fees, so many fees that it cuts it even into the profit, even if you still know what you're doing with money in the traditional finance, plus the taxes. I mean, I don't know. So it's a struggle. It's a struggle. But now we can do pretty much all that and then some when it comes to decentralized finance. Now, decentralized finance can only happen with a blockchain like Ethereum, all right? It could only happen with Ethereum. We could not do it with Bitcoin. So for those of you who are Bitcoin maximalists, I would say most of myself is, half myself is, you got to understand Bitcoin is not the end all be all, okay? It's not the end all be all. All right, you got other blockchains doing way differently interesting shit. Not more interesting, just differently interesting. And so Ethereum is a blockchain that allows you to run computer code and transactions on the blockchain, okay? Now that means whatever the blockchain is immutable, it's safe, and it can never be changed. So when you put code on there, that means you can run applications that can never be changed and that can never be stopped and that no one controls. So it's called a decentralized application. You're gonna be seeing me spitting this game nonstop, okay? Decentralized applications, because this is the future. This is where the real money's at. This is where the real freedom, this is where the passive income, this is where it's all at. And this is where it comes down to flash loans. All right. Whew. Give me a second. Take a second and breathe. I know that's a lot of information. Take a second and breathe because I still haven't gotten into the meat of it. All right. Now, when you have decentralized applications, you can mimic transactions or types of entities in the real world and that no one controls. So you can have a decentralized exchange. So you have an exchange that there's no custodial account. There's no central authority. How do you do that? How do you make an exchange, a website where two people can exchange money, but there actually be no middleman and guarantee all that goes through effectively? Smart contracts. What are smart contracts? Wow, this guy's just going deep and deep and deep into the rabbit hole, and I'm barely keeping up. But don't worry, I'm gonna break. That's why you hit me up for the mentorship. I break it all down, all down. Now, with smart contracts are just computer code, okay? Just computer code that's stored on the blockchain. So you can see smart contracts as the server side. Okay, so when you write a website, when you develop a website, you have the client, which is your laptop or your mobile phone. That's the client. The client is the person asking for the help, asking for the information as is called sending request. I'm looking for Facebook. I'm looking for Google. That's your phone. That's what you do when you go to a website. You're the client, okay? Now the client talks to the server. What is the server? The server is the server goes and gets what you asked for and then sends it to you. The database is where all the information is stored. So you have three separate entities essentially when you do in traditional internet. Okay? Now that server has to be controlled by or be in a central location, which means that it can be monitored and shut down if it's in a central location, right? But with smart contracts, it's stored on the blockchain, so the smart contract acts as a server. So it's the back end of a decentralized application. So it's what you don't see when you go to the website, right? And we won't go deep into that because that's programming, but that's what powers decentralized finance. So you have different websites like compound.finance, you have MakerDAO, with a DAI token, you have Aave, and so now we have these different protocols, finance protocols, decentralized, that anyone can utilize. It doesn't require any ID. You don't have to pay anything, and it's anonymous. And all you really need to actually participate is your private keys. That's all you need to really start hustling in the crypto game is a wallet, which is free, and write down your private keys. That's what controls the whole account. That's how you have access to your money. That's how you're able to move the money. That's how you're able to do the whole spiel. And so it's not tied to any personal identity. Okay? All right, so I had to give you all that just so we can understand what are flash loans and how do they work. All right, what a flash loan is, it's you can borrow money, large amounts of money, 100,000. You can borrow over $1 million. Okay, you can borrow money with no collateral. It sounds like a scam. I thought it was a scam. But trust me, I've done my homework. I've talked to the developers. I see the code. This is it. So you can borrow a certain amount of money, a large amount of money from the liquidity pool. What is a liquidity pool? A liquidity pool is a group of people, a bunch of people putting their own cryptocurrency into a smart contract. So it's a pool of money. A bunch of pool of money. $1 million, $2 million, who knows? The pool goes up and it goes down like water. All right? So you can borrow whatever amount of money the pool has. All right? So if the pool, let's make it easy. The pool has $100,000. Okay? You can borrow on behalf of the pool, because now you're part of it. You're part of it. You don't have to sign up or anything. You can borrow on the pool at 100 grand, and you don't have to put down any collateral. Okay, so now you got 100 grand to go and work with, but you still owe back that 100 grand plus a little interest. But you didn't have to get approved, and you just go and ask, say, yo, I need the money that you guys have to go and do something with the money and hopefully make some money and then pay you guys off. So it's called a loan, right? It's called a flash loan though. Now, so the first part is you can borrow against the party, whatever the party has, all right? So say somebody owns a house and the house is worth $300,000. You can go to essentially go into the bank and say, yo, my auntie lives there. Yo, my cousin lives there. Yo, my whole family. Like, I don't own it. I'm just part of the family. And that house is worth $300,000. So, can I take out a loan on that house? I know it sounds like some shady shit. It really does. It sounds like some shady shit. Okay? Now, this is how it works. You got to figure out what you're going to do with that amount of money. Okay? There's different strategies. Say you got 100,000 already in crypto, now you got to go do something with it. So the first thing that comes up is called arbitrage. What's arbitrage? Arbitrage is when you buy something at one store for a certain price, and at the other store they're selling it for $1 or $2 more. So you go and buy one t-shirt and then bring it to the other store and sell it for the same price, but then you capture the little bit, so you made $2. So the same thing with crypto. It's like you, on one exchange, they're offering Bitcoin at $9,550. But another exchange in Korea, because they're usually priced higher in Korea, has $9,553. So there's a $3 profit, right? So you would buy from one exchange, go on the other exchange and sell it, and you would keep that difference. That's called arbitrage, okay? Now, if you did it, that was just one trade. Now, if you did 100 trades or 100,000 trades at once, if you were to execute 100,000 trades at once, you would buy 100,000 of a unit on one exchange and then go to another exchange and sell 100,000 of that units. You would make $300,000. You see? You see why it's so lucrative? So now you would make $300,000 and still have the money to pay off that $100,000. So now you profited $200,000. Okay? And that's why people would do it. That's why people would take out the loan, is that they can go hustle some bread and flip it, and then by the end pay it off. Now, here's the catch. Here's the catch. Okay, we're used to that. We understand that kind of concept for the most part. Get the chicken out of here. Now, the thing about it is that it all has to be done in one transaction. That is the catch. And that's what I'm like, wait, what? Wait, huh? So you can borrow money, you can go and hustle it, but you have to pay it back all in the same transaction? I'm like, yo, wait, what is going on? How? So I was like, yo, man, this is crazy. So I've been doing my research and I'm like, okay, I get it now. I get it. I started talking to developers, and it's specifically meant for developers. It's specifically meant for developers because you're utilizing a smart contract. It's a hack. It's a hack in the smart contracts, but it can't be changed. So it's like, if once a person finds out how to do it, you can't change it. So now everyone can do it. So now it's called penetration testing, but now it's been democratized. Like, don't worry, it's a hack that people can do in cryptocurrency. Okay, and there's nothing really wrong or illegal. In fact, that's why they set it up, so anyone can do it. But it's more specifically for developers to not do themselves and or create a product that other people can do it. So I'm very grateful that I chose to learn about programming when I did, and chose to learn Solidity, because the only way you can take advantage of flash loans is to know Solidity, which is the smart contract programming language. So that's the way you can do flash loans. So I'm like, yo, this is coming at the perfect time, because now I actually mostly get what's going on. I still got to do more research, because I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So now I can program a smart contract, or take advantage of a smart contract. I can borrow whatever money I need, 100,000, $1 million. I think that I have to do my numbers, but it's whatever the liquidity pool is, like a couple, like 16 million in Aave. I'm not sure, it goes up and goes down. Don't quote me on that, but that's how much money that you can potentially, if you know what you're doing, borrow, go hustle it, and then pay it back all in one transaction. How does that happen? So let me break it this way. Say you got a homie who's pushing major weight. You got a homie who's pushing keys of just the dope, right? And you on your ass, you kind of broke, and that's your homie. So you know it, or that's your family. You know, like, if shit were to really come down, you can ask him for a front. You can ask big homie for a front. You know, and you ain't never hustled before. You're not really but you need the bread, and you know, big homie's pushing keys. So you go to the big homie and you say, yo, I'm ready to jump in the game. But I don't really want no small shit. I don't want no petty shit. I'm not willing to be out there like that. I kind of want to push weight like you, but I don't got no bread to buy it though. You know? And I'm, you know, so you think, can I get a couple keys, maybe 2 or 3 to like start me off? And he's like, big homie's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. In fact, big homie's like, all right, so here's the deal. You my little homie. You been cool. I'll front you. I'll front you the 3 kilos. All right? But here's the deal. Big homie says, I'll front you the 3 kilos, but you literally have to pay me back in 1 minute. In 1 minute. That's the only way I'm gonna front you kilos, is if you can pay. Shit. Yeah. Reconnection successful. Alright. I think I'm back on. Let me know if I'm back on. The software got disconnected. Alright. Alright, I'm back on. The software got disconnected for a second. So press 9 in the chat if you can hear me. And press 9 in the chat if you're following me. Okay? Am I coming through? But you gotta pay attention.
It's hard to pay attention because it stops.
It stops? Okay. So let me wrap this up, because I don't know about the playback. But the catch is, the safety measure is Ethereum. You can have multiple transactions in Ethereum. Okay, thank you, Brandon Hall. I appreciate it. I just needed the feedback. All right, I just need the feedback. So you can have, how do you borrow money, go hustle the money, and pay it back all in one transaction? How do you do that? Because isn't a transaction just from me to you, or from you to me? How are you supposed to do different things when it's only a transaction? Well, that's when it comes to Ethereum. Because a programming language or a transaction can have multiple, it's called functions, multiple functions all in one transaction. So you can have a function that starts the transaction, a function that borrows the transaction, a function that moves the transaction. So it's called like a nesting, it's called nesting in programming. So within this, within that, within this, within that, and then it's all considered one. Now, that's how it's possible that you're able to borrow money, do other things with it, and pay it back all in one transaction, because of the programming language, because you're able to nest functions and function calls within each other. Okay? Sounds confusing, trust me. It is. And now, here's the safety measure though. That you would never really get. Alright, so Big Homie says, yo, I'll front you the kilos, but you have to pay me back in 1 minute. Now, what Ethereum, what the software does, it will borrow the money, and it will go and hustle the money. Say you write all that, but for some reason, if you don't have the money to pay it back at the end of the transaction, it cancels the whole transaction. And that's it. So it won't even start the transaction unless it knows the transaction can fully end. So that's what keeps the pool safe. When instead of you borrow money and never pay back, well, Ethereum knows if the transaction doesn't end, it's not going to get executed to begin with. So that's how everybody stays safe. The people you're borrowing the money from, you, because you didn't put out any collateral, and essentially that's what it is. It keeps everyone safe. So, and if, sorry, I know I'm not used to talking this long so loud. And so it's almost a no-fail, a win-win, because if you can do it, the money goes through and you get paid. If you can do it. If you can't, nobody loses anything. And that's what a flash loan is. You can borrow money you don't have, go and hustle it, and make money all in one transaction. And if you can't do it, the transaction doesn't even get executed and nobody loses anything. And you don't lose your credit score, you're not a bad person, or you don't get kicked off the platform, or nothing happens to you. So that's what a flash loan is. Now, why isn't everyone doing this right away? Well, one person has done it, and he came up big. And anyone else can do it. The difficult part is what are you going to do with the money you borrow? And how are you going to make profit off it? Because what you really comes down to is programming your own arbitrage trading bot. Because this has to be done in milliseconds, in a one transaction block, which is about 16 seconds, I guess. So that's what I'm looking into. That's when I'm looking into the computer code. What can I do? Now that I know I can borrow up to $1 million, now that I know I can borrow a lot of money, what can crypto do, Roots do, and program to go and make money with that $1 million and then pay that $1 million off all in one transaction? That's why I'm so excited, because this is blockchain on steroids. Like, we've never seen anything like this. We've just been mimicking traditional finance, mimicking wallets, mimicking addresses, remembering like bank accounts. And so now we've seen something we have never seen before, and it's available to anyone, and it's decentralized, and it's anonymous. So that's why I'm so excited. Check out Aave, AAVE. Check out Flash Loans. Do your own research. I'm going to be coding my own Flash Loan smart contract. And now that I know I can borrow lots of money, I'm going to find a way to go hustle that lots of money and come back up in the game. So this is cryptocurrency on steroids. It's not a scam. Anybody's able to do it, and it's decentralized. You can look up the code yourself. It's all on Aave, AAAVE developers. And yeah, I just wanted, let me know if you got, we're going to jump into AMA. I'm going to answer a few questions. Write in the chat if you got a few questions. I'll stay on for a little bit more. But I'm so excited that I actually understand, and I'm in a position to take advantage of this opportunity when it comes to decentralized finance and cryptocurrency and flash loans and smart contracts and the programming language Solidity. And I encourage all you guys to really get on game. If you need help understanding what all this is about and how to take advantage of it, hit me up for the mentorship. That's the only way I could really take the time, you know, and explain to you what's going on. I have to just give a brief overview when I do these live streams. But if you have any questions, leave them in the chat right now. I appreciate you guys for just watching. But flash loans is like borrowing big money from the homie, but the homie wants it back in a minute. And the homie won't even give you the front unless he knows you can pay him back in a minute. So you pretty much like either don't take the front or take the front and pay him back. So that's just, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what it does in the software world. All right. So I think I'm gonna end this and wrap it up. I appreciate it. Hopefully that all makes sense. Crypto roots at protonmail.com. Much love and aloha. Appreciate it.